Welcome to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. We leave France today and go to Spain and Italy, to two sparkling wines that between them probably account for more bottles consumed globally than anything else in this category. Cava and Prosecco. They're often lumped together as the budget alternative to champagne, which is both partially true and deeply unfair to both of them. So let's set the record straight. Cava first. Cava is Spain's traditional method sparkling wine, made using the exact same process as champagne, with second fermentation happening inside the individual bottle and aging on the lees before disgorgement. The method is identical. The difference is in the grapes and the place. Most Cava comes from the Penedès region of Catalonia in northeastern Spain and is made primarily from three native Spanish varieties, Macabeo, Xarel·lo, and Parellada. These grapes give Cava a completely different flavor profile from champagne, more herbal, more earthy, with a lemony freshness and a slight rustic character that is uniquely Spanish. The quality range in Cava is enormous, and understanding the tier matters. At the bottom, cheap, mass-produced Cava aged the minimum 9 months, often thin and neutral. Please avoid these. At the top, you'll find Cava de Paraje Calificado, single vineyard Cavas from classified sites aged a minimum of 36 months. These are the extraordinary wines of real depth and complexity that compete directly with prestige champagne at a fraction of the price. In the middle is Cava de Garda Superior, aged at least 18 months, which is where the best value and consistent quality lives. Producers to know are Recaredo, the most celebrated artist and producer in the region, making extraordinary long-aged Cavas from biodynamic vineyards. Reventos y Blanc, another top-tier estate that actually left the Cava appellation to create their own, more rigorous classification. Gramona, especially, is exceptional and widely available. The practical note on Cava is that if you're spending $15, you're buying the basic version, and it's perfectly fine for a crowd, or maybe for a mimosa. But if you spend $30 to $50 on Cava de Garda Superior from Recaredo, or Gramona, you're drinking something genuinely world-class. And these wines have 36 to 60 months of lees aging, extraordinary mineral depth from their native grape varieties, and a complexity that stands confidently along prestige champagne at 2 to 3 times the price. The value gap is real and won't last forever. So now on to Prosecco. And this one requires a slightly different framing because Prosecco is made by the Charmant method, secondary fermentation in the tank, not a bottle, which means it has a fundamentally different character from champagne. It's not trying to be those wines, it's trying to be something else, fresh, delicate, fruit-forward, and immediately charming. The grape is Glera, grown in the hills in northeastern Italy, particularly in the zone of Coneglio, Valdobbiadene, where the best Prosecco comes from. The wine is floral, peachy, light pear, white flowers, and a hint of cream, also with a gentle, soft mousse, quite different from the persistent, fine bubbles of champagne. The best Prosecco comes from the Coneglio Valdobbiadene Superior, DOCG, particularly from the single hill designation called Cartese, a 107-hectare classified vineyard that produces some of the most complex and sought-after Prosecco in existence. These wines have genuine depth and can surprise even skeptics. The worst Prosecco in the industry is industrial, flat, vaguely sweet bottles that fill supermarket shelves and give the category an unfair reputation. Producers to seek are Bisol, Nino Franco, Ruggeri. And the bottom line of Prosecco is that it's not trying to compete with champagne, and it shouldn't be judged on those terms. It has a different method, a different grape, and a completely different character, and a different purpose. It's the wine of aperitivo hour, social, fresh, light, and effortlessly enjoyable. Drink it cold, drink it young, and drink it as an aperitif or alongside light antipasti and seafood. Don't age it. Unlike traditional wine methods, Prosecco loses its charm quickly and should be consumed within a year of purchase. And always spend a few extra dollars to get it from the Conegliano Valdobbiadene Superior zone. The difference in freshness, delicacy, and overall quality is immediate and significant. And tomorrow we'll dive into the wines nobody talks about nearly enough, Crémant and Pénat. Don't miss it. That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes today. See you tomorrow for the next decant.